Hi, I'm Larissa and you're watching North East Music Scene.
Welcome to Newcastle.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
Thank you. How are you finding the tour so far?
It's going amazing. It's the biggest venues of my life really. So just to be on such an amazing tour with someone like Lionel Richie, who's a legend we've all looked up to and listened to his music growing up. It's just unbelievable.
How did it all come about?
Well, last year I was on tour with Peter Andre.
Yeah.
And the tour is run by the same agent. So,
right,
this tour came up and I was chosen, by Lionel's people to support him. So it was a dream come true for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, in the early days, how did you actually get into the music industry? Like, what was the music bug? What caught you? What made you want to go in that direction?
I was always into music. My family were massive on music, growing up. So that was always played in our house. And my family took me to Nashville, my brother to Nashville when we were young. So music's been in our blood, really. And then, I did a little bit of school here and there. And then, as I got older, I went to music college for 3 years. Went to the Brighton Institute of Modern Music. And then since then, once I graduated, I was in bands and kind of just networked and found my feet in the music scene. Mm-hmm. And did, some hard graft for a few years.
A big gigging. Competition did play a big part. Was there a competition, Battle of Bands that you did?
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was Battle of Bands in Trafalgar Square, which was in conjunction with EA Games.
Right.
The game Rock Band. So I had myself and the band, the computer games, the guys playing, and I was singing, and we actually won the competition.
Did they ever use any music on the games?
No.
No,
not on the game, but we were performing with the game, and obviously me singing over.
Would that be a dream of your music actually appearing on a game?
I'd love that. Yeah, absolutely.
Are you a gamer yourself? Do you like a certain?
I am into a bit of games. Yeah. I think my brother is more so. The guys in the band. But
so we don't get you on FIFA or anything like that while you're on tour.
Maybe. I think that's more the guys' thing. But when Rock Band came out, obviously because it was music related, I could relate to that more. Yeah. So singing games and even those dance mat ones. I have a go at sometimes. Yeah. So that was good. They were the ones I was more interested in. Yeah.
What apart from music that you do, what other type of music are you into? Like, what's your favourite type of music?
Bit of everything, really.
Yeah.
I actually started out kind of almost more of a rocky scene.
Yeah.
Because BIM was quite a rock school. So you're around rock musicians all the time. So for me, I was in rock bands. I was in a funky soul band. So a bit of everything. But I've always loved pop and commercial music and listen to the chart music. So that's where my heart's really been.
So what was your favourites growing up, like in the pop scene? Did you have any certain ones that you loved? Like you'd go to the HMV and buy the singles?
Absolutely, I think the first single I ever brought was like Britney Spears. Hit Me Baby One More Time.
I think that's quite common choice for girls back in the day.
Exactly. That was my kind of era, that pop era. And like the Spice Girls, for me, I loved them.
Yeah. It's funny you should say that about Britney Spears, because I was on YouTube today and they've actually released the video Oops, I Did It Again, but without the backing track in
really?
it. And all you hear is the squeaky UPVC suit. So it's quite funny. And the same
that was
about,
so iconic then, wasn't it?
It is,
like,
wow, but it makes you think of it differently now when you see it without music. Yeah. It's a bit like Uptown Funk. I seen that the other day without the music on.
That's an amazing video.
And then the guys in the video sound totally different as they do. With the natural voice.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I know you've duetted with Matt Cardle.
Yes.
Of the X Factor.
Yes.
How was that?
That was amazing. We did that last year, and I was booked to support him on a gig. And we started sound checking. I went through my set, and we obviously watched his set because I love Matt's voice. And he kind of said, "Do you want to sing the duet with me that he'd normally do with Mel C?" And I was like, "Wow, because Mel C is always from the Spice Girls."
That's what I'm saying.
It's amazing.
It's really nice where like an artist like that in his position will give an olive branch to a support act and say,
and I feel
come
so
on stage, I do have a friend in the industry who went on a reality TV show, Britain's Got Talent, Lucy Kay, and she's currently touring with Calabro, and they obviously let her be part of the show on stage, singing with them, and I just think it just adds that extra
Yeah.
You know, to the show.
It does.
Having them part of it.
Yeah, like I said, like I feel so grateful for that, you know, to be given that opportunity.
Yeah.
With someone, you know, like Matt Cardo, who has done so well, you know, and he's a great artist.
But you're a fan of him as well, before you met him?
I love his music, yeah. And like his voice, you know, that's what I always go for, you know, listen to artists' voices, and that's what grabs me.
I think that's what it's all about, really. But at the end of the day, it is the voice. If you've got the voice, then you shouldn't have any problems.
Yeah.
But other than that, Peter Andre, he's another guy.
It's another one. So we went on like a 26-date tour with him across the UK, just back in October, and that was, you know, that was the first time really I've been on a proper tour, you know, on that sort of scale, and it just opened my eyes to everything in the industry. And I mean, he's another one, you know, who was just amazing, made me feel so welcome. And again, invited me to duet with him. So I was just pinching myself, like, wow, this is incredible, you know.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Anyone in the future that you would love to sing with, if there was an opportunity? That you would love to, like, maybe do a single with, or even on tour again?
Well, on tour, obviously being on tour with Lionel Richie, that would be my dream.
Yes.
You know,
You've not knocked on the door yet?
To sing Endless Love with Lionel Richie would just, you know, that would make my life.
Any chance of that? I know he's quite a busy man, but...
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We're early on in the tour, so maybe. I don't know. I might try and knock on the...
Yeah. Have you actually met him?
We haven't met him yet.
You haven't met him yet,
No. But, you know, he's a busy man.
I understand it. I know some people have a chance doing some, depending on schedule and times.
I'm sure we will, I'm hoping so.
Do you have any plans to do your own headline tour in the future, or is that a bit too far away to think about?
I would love to. You know, that's the goal, really. That's the aim. So I'm hoping that within the next year or two, you know, that would be a possibility. So
I think there's a music scene up here. I know people like say, you know, Manchester's got a good scene, and obviously the big capital London's got a big scene. But I think up here, I think the North East is really starting to get behind the music scene. We've just had the BBC Six Festival the other week, and that was huge for the music industry. Covered all the venues, the O2 Academy and the New Stage. Have you had a chance to get around Newcastle and have a look at the place?
Not today, but I have previously.
You have been in the past when you've been past,
So I went to like the football ground once, and you know, I've been around the shopping centre and stuff. So I love Newcastle. Yeah,
it's quite laid back. It's not like the hustle and bustle of London and busy places like that.
That's right.
I think you can probably walk around here.
It's good to escape that sometimes and come up north, and you know, and the people are lovely as well. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
We love being here.
Are you a bookworm? Do you like doing a lot of reading, or a film bug when you're on tour? If you have any downtime?
We do have downtime, so in our downtime, you know, sometimes we're like learning new songs, or we're just like talking about the set and little things we're going to change or tweak, you know, as we go along. But yeah, you know, I love going to the cinema, and you know, we try and eat out if we can. You know,
what was your last film that you've seen?
Or the last film I saw, probably 50 Shades of Grey, actually.
I knew you were going to say that. I think that's on the tip of everyone's tongue.
That's probably the only book I would have with me.
And the book as well.
If I did, yeah. But, yeah.
Oh, good. Also, you were just saying about writing new songs. Are you currently writing a new song at the minute? Or are you all concentrating on the new song that you've got ready to come out?
Yeah, like before, we had a few months where I was off after the Peter Andre tour. And then, you know, obviously coming onto this one, I've written some new songs in between that time. So kind of just, you know, I've written them already. We're just getting the band to learn them and the boys to go over them. So
talking about your new single, it's called In Love. In Love Alone. Sorry.
Yeah.
How did that song come about, and is there a message behind it? Or is there a reason why you chose to do a song like that and the words behind it?
Yeah, I actually co-wrote it with Matt Cardo.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, which is really exciting.
So was that an exclusive, you said?
Yeah, I think so.
Or was that already out there?
I think you guys might have the exclusive.
I like some exclusives, yeah. Well. I'll have to do a Google search on that.
Yeah. No, it's actually co-written with Matt, and, you know, he'd actually just heard something, you know, and someone had said, you know, oh, why do I always fall in love alone? And that really struck a chord with us, and we were like, oh yeah, that's such a good concept, you know. So we just worked around that, really, you know, about falling in love and you just being in it alone because that other person isn't maybe as into you as you are them, you know. It's not reciprocated in the same way. So yeah, that was the message, really, and I think it's really strong, and I think a lot of people can probably relate to it. Yeah.
Will he be on the song as well, or will it be just yourself singing it?
Just myself. You might hear him do some backing vocals.
All right, okay. So is there any plans later down the line to maybe do any more music with him?
Potentially, yeah. He's a great songwriter and yeah. Really
is there an album in the foreseeable future?
I'm hoping there will be. At the moment, we're just writing songs, and we obviously wanted to concentrate on doing this tour.
Yes. Yeah.
Really. So that was our main focus, but obviously I hope there's going to be an album coming out at some point, yeah.
And possibly a few names on it as well.
Mate, I mean, you never know.
You never know, but it would be good to have it on.
I don't know, yeah, that would be brilliant.
That's brilliant. Also, I was just looking on here, social media. How have you found social media since Facebook and Twitter has come out? Has it been overwhelming? Has it been great for you to get your name out there and your music? Yeah,
I mean, in this kind of day and age, I guess, it's all about the internet and getting out there. And, I've had such a great response from both tours. People have really got behind me, which it's been amazing. Yeah. So the
common theme I've heard along with is your voice.
Yeah.
Your voice has been
which I'm so happy about because I don't, that's what I want to be known for.
Your voice, exactly.
The voice, and that's what I've always
I think that's good because when all the press releases and all the stuff I've read, that's been the common theme throughout the whole sub is she's got a fantastic voice, and I think it's nice to hear that not just in one place but across the board.
I'm not your gimmicky sort of artist. I'm literally about the songs and the voice, and I'm so glad that I am being recognised for that. It makes me so happy. So.
Do you do much musical instruments?
I can play a few chords on the guitar and a piano, enough to write something, but I leave that to the boys.
Leave that to the boys, Good. Also, have you ever toured abroad? I think when I was doing some research, you did a couple of gigs in America. Was that correct?
When we won that rock band competition.
Yeah, is that when you went across there?
We did a gig in New York.
Oh, was that part of the competition?
Yeah, part of the competition was that we won a trip to New York as well, which was amazing. We got to perform out there as well, which was brilliant. I'd love to tour the States.
Yeah.
From going when I was younger, obviously to Nashville and being around the music scene, I'd absolutely love to go.
Have you ever been to Nashville before?
I have when I was younger. Yeah. My parents are quite big country music fans, so they took us out there, and back then we saw people like Shania Twain and Garth Brooks, and so that country music's also had a bit of a it's helped me.
Influence. Would that be a dream of yours to go across to Nashville and maybe do a gig there and
absolutely
hopefully maybe rub shoulders with maybe one or two of your idols,
Absolutely, I would love that, just from knowing people, who have been out there as well. I just think America would definitely be the place I'd love to go.
It's a big place to break.
I know.
You do it individually, different.
It would take a long time, or it takes a lot of hard work.
Well, with Twitter and Facebook, I think it kind of cuts down the boundaries a little bit.
That's right. Yeah.
Where before you had to really, put the work in.
With the internet, you're out there instantly, and so many UK artists are now breaking America. People I love like Sam Smith and Adele and.
I can't believe.
And Ed Sheeran as well. They're all artists I love, and we've watched them from the UK kind of grow their fan base and become international stars now from breaking America. So I'd love to.
Well, you'll be one day.
Oh, thank you.
Be positive and how do you go? Yeah. Do you get a chance to see any country music over here when we're on tour, like Dolly Parton, or when they normally hold that big country music show in London?
Yeah, I think that's actually there's something happening tonight.
I think that's this weekend.
Yeah. I do like country artists. I don't really get to see many of them live, but obviously, I watched Dolly Parton back in Glastonbury when she was on there, and I love people like Lady Antebellum and Alison Krauss. So they've also had an influence. Not that my music's country, but I like all different sorts, but that's definitely played a part.
Oh, good. Also, is there any venues in the world that you would love to perform on? Is there any? Well, I know you said about Nashville. Obviously, they may have like an iconic.
Yeah, I mean, playing the O2. We did that just a few days ago.
Yeah, how was that?
That was obviously one of the venues I've always dreamed of playing.
Did you get knots in your stomach?
A little bit. I was more excited because I obviously had my family in the audience and friends and stuff. So for me, it was such an achievement, and I was just, I think I posted on Twitter saying, dreams do come true because, just to play to that many people in that iconic venue was just
It must be such an
incredible.
amazing
It was
feeling for
incredible.
like to be at the O2, and you might feel like, wow, I've made it,
Yeah.
O2,
Yeah,
next stop Wembley.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it really was a stepping stone. So,
Yeah.
I think another one like Madison Square Gardens would be amazing.
yeah.
Like to do something like that,
Yeah.
or one of the big festivals in America, like Coachella or something.
Do you have any plans to do any festivals in the UK?
Potentially.
Yeah.
So nothing's confirmed at the moment.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Larissa, and you can check out my new single "In Love Alone" as a free download.